of police in those states has spoken, and a directive will be given to the people outside. In the next 5 minutes, you are not going to see anybody outside. But based on the instruction or directive that will be given by the Commissioner of Police in those states, we'll follow suit. When the further instruction comes,
God forbid a city where a Boston is the one speaking on behalf of young people in that city to foreign delegates, diplomats, and guests. God forbid. Forget that the governor has hurriedly now, realizing the huge diplomatic severity of that crime committed, that show of shame yesterday, and hurriedly brought the ambassadors and the diplomats to go and meet the Oba in the palace today, and lied that he was not aware of their coming. That is a lie, because I have it on good authority that weeks before now he was duly informed that these people are coming. We are talking about, and I'm not just here trying to hero worship people or maybe have a colonial mindset of people with foreign skin that I should worship. We are talking about strong diplomatic envoy, the EU ambassador to Nigeria, the German ambassador to Nigeria, the Netherlands ambassador, and several, up to 5 of these ambassadors were in that meeting that a Boston man was the one addressing, because if it was a smart child that was sent that errand, when you got there yesterday and realized the profile of the people there, you would ask that they should do whatever they want to do in the next 1 hour, which is also wrong, but fairly enough to say discretionally, you guys should pack whatever you are doing. You have 1 hour to round up. Let me speak to who sent me to say, EPA is looking like we'll be maybe making a mistake. How obey you? How can you be that dull not to realize that you were going to put us in bad light? And right now that the Federal Ministry of Arts and Culture, the federal government has involved, that they are coming to order is running skater coming to lie to Nigerians and Edo people that he was not aware. How can you be aware? Because the most important thing in the state doesn't bother, it is politics that bother you. It is a definite point to realize now that we have messed this up. And I call on all Edo-lites, the smart, the skilled, the educated, the exposed. Let's not leave this state to the hands of Agberos. It was surprising yesterday to see that we had a combination of security and insecurity forces. The same state where we have been complaining of cultism, of gangsterism, of Agberism, of toutism. Yesterday, we saw a combination of the Nigerian police force and some tout gathered together to storm a facility. And this is not politics. This shows, that's why these people can never be educated. This shows why they can never be exposed, why they are left in the back corner. Where we are complaining that cultism and ravaging the whole place. Oh, there is so much of gangsterism, Agberos everywhere. You people kept quiet. And now it was time you activated them. See all of them now. Can you see them? Red eyes and all of them. The smoke go enter the place. It was time to act. So, no worry. As we the shout reach, they keep them for corner. These same people. Now, the same state now all of us did. And then we say we want to make a do. Why are you fighting publicly and aiding privately? Which kind of nonsense be that? Who is a fool? Who is a fool? What is even now more unfortunate is the fact that the current Oba of Benin, or Bayawai the second, Ogidigan, is reputed to be one of the most trained, or he has history and links with diplomacy, with international relations. It is on his Wikipedia account that it is reported that he worked in the United Nations between 1981 and 1982. He's been a former ambassador to Angola and Sweden with accreditation to Norway, to Sweden, and to Finland. And of course, also another special ambassador to Italy. You can imagine that same man sitting on the throne as the Oba of Benin would be in the same, and that rubbish happened. So it is not just honor for white skin. It is a fact that we do not. Of course, you see the way the federal government has taken it. It is very serious. You don't do that at a time like this. You want to sever relationship ties because of what? Politics. And somebody said, "Hey, you don't know who you are." Blah 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 blah. It's a very mona. If you don't have sense, some of us have got sense. You want to bring the state to hurt. Do you know how many of the benefit, how many of these things, what relationship we have built over the years, and how well is going to help us? And then you don't care because our girl won't vient. In all of the reports you have seen around the world, did you see Obaseki's name there? Did you see Obaseki's name there? This is the same thing we did in January of the 1897. that led us here? Who trained you people? Who gave you that level of where are you thinking from? Your anus? And then we talk, you say it's an upper. To hell with Obaseki, I don't know Obaseki. But how can you bring that kind of show of shame to a city that not below now, then a village not from come? Now you are running a tasketer now. You want to see how you can see. No matter what you do, nothing can erase that show of shame. And all of you tout and agberus that embarked on that journey yesterday, you are all ignoble. You hide your head in shame. Hide your head in shame. So very wow. Kind of nonsense character is that? Because of politics, you cannot think anymore. You go and disrupt an event. You go to a facility, you go and disrupt it because they sent you on an errand. The same governor that has a time limit. Bata 8 years. Assuming in the next election he wins it, bata 8 years. And then the whole thing, and then you don't care. Say you are working for, you are fighting for the, who sent you? Which palace sent you that message? In 2025, somebody will send you on such errands. You cannot sit back and look at the pros and cons and say, no, sir, there'll be a better way to solve it. Plus the fact that I'm aware that these people are behind the scene, be trying to create political and diplomatic solutions to these problems. Say, we don't mind. They even jettisoned the official opening to say, of course, these people are already here. Let them just come and do private viewing. No paparazzi, no public show yet. I think we are in the 18th century. Why do you send children to school? It's not so that they can come back with thinking mentality and be able to challenge status quo and argue and submit superior argument and then say, let's forge a way forward. No wonder you are never trained or exposed because you have been kept to do hard-tech job like this. Shame on all of you again. I said, shame on you if you were part of that group.